Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Authentic Online Marketing Show with Ruthie Gray. That's me. Hey, how are you doing? I hope everybody is out there enjoying fall. And this special series we've been bringing you all month long in September on email list building. We started out with episode 8, 7 link in bio apps for driving traffic. Because if you're on Instagram, you need to be building an email list. It doesn't matter where you are. If you are an online marketer or trying to drive traffic somewhere, you need an email list. So we started with Instagram link in bio. So go back and listen to episode 8 if you haven't caught it already. That one was a fun one I did with my son and daughter, and we all just kind of conversed about these 7 different options. So go check that out. We have pictures and links of all of them in the show notes for that episode too. We incidentally always have show notes that are pretty detailed and have all the links. So don't hesitate to just hop on over to ruthiegray.mom. You can listen to the podcast right from there if you want to, as well as any app that you can think of that you listen to podcasts on. But we always have all the resources and the info right there in the show notes. Then episode 9 last week was effective newsletter opt-ins for email list building. And my special guest was Sarah Geringer, and she was fantastic. And she taught us more about exactly how to do this and the different places to put it on your website. But also she gave us a biblical spin on this and how to give your list up to God and how to honor your readers and to just treat them with respect. So you want to definitely check that out. And then today's episode is all about your email providers. So, without further ado, listen in.
Welcome to Authentic Online Marketing with Ruthie Gray. Growing awareness for your blog, podcast, book, or product involves more than dancing to reels and yelling, "Buy my thing." This show models quality over clamor so you can put your spin on your message and market in a way that feels authentic to you, because nobody wants to sound like an infomercial. And now, here's your host, Ruthie Gray.
All right, guys, we're going to start out with a quote from one of my really good blogger friends. We have supported each other, been in circles together for years, and her name is Melanie Red, and she said something so valuable about email service providers, and it's this: 2 biggest questions to ask when choosing an email provider. How easy is it to use, and how much does it cost? I think that's pretty sweet. So today, we're going to give you all kinds of different options, but we're going to start with the free ones. So let's start with Mailchimp. Mailchimp, for starting out, it's free and easy. The price is easy. The first 1,000 email subscribers are free, okay, in Mailchimp. And a couple of friends, one is Sarah Geringer, that was our guest last week. She is a Mailchimp loyal customer. She said, if nothing goes wrong, I'm a loyal customer and I've used them for 5 years and plan to continue. Another friend of mine, Dawn Clingy, I'm still with Mailchimp. I just clean out my list every time it looks like I'm getting close to the limit. It's easy and it's free, and I have it set up so I don't have to even think about it most of the time. That means she's got her templates already set in there and ready to go. It just makes the whole process so much smoother. So that's Mailchimp. Now let's talk about Mailerlite. Mailerlite offers the first 1,000 email subscribers for free. And I used to use Mailerlite. In fact, I have it for a small list still. And I love them. I feel like their landing pages are easy to set up and they're pretty and they're nice. And one of my friends, another good one, Marva Smith, says, I have my old Sun Sparkle Shine email list on Mailchimp, but I am using and liking Mailerlite for my coaching site. I made the switch around the time Mailchimp said they'd be charging for multiple lists and groups. So you may want to check out Mailerlite. I happen to love Mailerlite, but I do not use them now. I'm going to tell you what I use at the end. All right. Now, here's another one. This is by Jillian Bright. And she says, I used GetResponse for a while, and I'm now switching to Mailerlite. I had GetResponse as lots of my clients had it. And I like the user-friendly setup, but I'm primarily using email now as an author, not a service provider. And Mailerlite is known for having a lot of great author-specific functions. So that's good to know too, I think, for Mailerlite. The next one is Flowdesk. My friend Ren Robbins, my podcast coach, you've heard her on the show before, she loves Flowdesk. She says it's super easy, very strategic, lots of templates, sequences are awesome, very user-friendly. It was a smooth transition from Mailchimp. When I go to write a newsletter, everything is streamlined and easy, and they have video trainings too. Remember the quote I shared at the beginning of the show by Melanie Redd about the two biggest questions to ask yourself about your email provider? How easy is it to use, and how much does it cost? Melanie is a wise woman, and I wanted to share her choice of email provider. She simply said, I like ActiveCampaign for the best return and the best number of opens, automation, and customer service. Now, finally, I want to share what I use, which is ConvertKit. I like ConvertKit for a number of reasons, but first I'm going to share why my friend Lisa Yvonne uses them. She says, I love ConvertKit because, number one, email is their business and we are who they serve. They keep it simple, basic, and always deliver. And number two, their customer service is second to none, which that's so important. And number three, every time I've tried elsewhere, I've returned to them knowing they are better and I am never leaving again. I love them, she says. Another good friend of mine, Sarah Ann, says, I use ConvertKit and have for a while. They are very user-friendly. I moved from Mailerlite and Mailchimp, and I like the functionality of their funnels. I love the option to use A/B title testing, and the open rate is significantly higher. The reason I like ConvertKit is much the same as these other two testimonies. I have templates in there. I have funnels set up. If I have a new opt-in and I know that I am creating a welcome series for that opt-in, I will funnel inside those emails for people who are already on my list or have perhaps already purchased the product that the funnel is about on the back end of that opt-in. So that makes it nice and seamless. I like that I can tag subscribers, give them different tags according to what links they click or what opt-in they sign up under. And they do have lots of nice options for templates for opt-ins, whether they're pop-ups or landing pages or the boxes that you see underneath blog posts. If you go to my website, you'll see what I use. I have a scroll bar at the top. I have a pop-up in the middle that comes up after about 30 seconds. The scroll bar and the pop-up are both my new Reels personality quiz, which you might want to go ahead and take that and find out because you get a gift on the other side too. Then I also use the ConvertKit box underneath every show where people can just sign up right there for business and Instagram online marketing tips. So those are some good ways to situate ConvertKit for your opt-ins. So with all of these, let me just run through the list one more time. So first we started with Mailchimp, super easy and affordable. First 1,000 subscribers are free. Same with Mailerlite. We have GetResponse, and then we have Flowdesk. And lastly, ConvertKit, which you know I use and love. Now, we have links for each of these that you can go click on and learn more about. They are all in the show notes. Just like I mentioned at the top of the show, we always have links to anything that we discuss. Right now, also going on, I want to mention before I go, is the Sticky Blogging Workshop. It's free. And if you really want to improve your copywriting, which all of us need to do that on a regular basis, go check that out. And we'll have the link there too for the free workshop. My friend Kelly Holmes teaches this every year. And I went on to purchase her course from that. And it made all the difference in my marketing and my writing and how I even do my launch sequences and everything now for sales. So it's not just for sales. I mean, it is called Sticky Blogging Workshop. And it's especially if you're a blogger or a writer, or, you know, we all have to write captions for Instagram too. And we've got to up our game on that. So just keep that in your bonnet. So after you listen to this and you go check out the links, would you just take a picture of the podcast, whatever app you're using to listen to it on, and share it in your stories and tag me, and I'll share and tag you back. We really love our listeners. We love how y'all regularly share about the podcast. That is super important. And so thank you for doing that. Make sure you tap the 5 stars. If you would like to leave a review, that would be great. But the goal this week is to get you to share about this show in your stories. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.